Tov, good morning. We continue with our 3-minute daily dose of Torah, discussing prishut, abstinence, as the Ramchal goes on to analyze this. One of the opening parts that we talked a little bit about the things that we should be aware of ourselves. The more, and this is how he describes the following element to this. His approach is that everything in this world are tests for us. They're nisyonot for us, and we also report he's done a good job in establishing how weak we can be in so many ways. So certainly, he says, when we allow ourselves just to become accustomed to all types of pleasures in our life, even if it's just eating well, eating a lot, or drinking much, because what's going to happen is one day when you don't have that, and in the way you're accustomed to it, you're really going to start to feel the pain and the anguish, and you're going to have a perspective which is really off base. And so that's where he goes on to discuss this point, that you start with prishut. There's a way in which, okay, I don't need to be always satisfying my desires and my needs, even the things that are permissible to me. A person should have, if you start with that and you say, okay, I'll have simpler things in my life, and this is a good musar for every single one of us, including me, and I imagine most of our listeners, right? So you'll learn how to say, I don't need all of those things. And here he goes on to say the following. Klal hadavar, to summarize this all, since everything's basically one big trap, or there's always a danger involved in all the things that are good around us, how could it not be considered to be praiseworthy that a person should try to pull away from overdoing any of them? That's the issue of good prishut. Not the extremes which he describes, and he knows other religions have them, which are really bring yourself to suffering types of abstinence. That's not what he's talking about, but sort of living with a modest set of goals and a modest set of interests, not to kind of be overdone with them. That's the goal of the trait of prishut. Think of one thing today that you can clearly clarify as a want and not a need. A want and not a need. And when you do that, you start to say, okay, this is not a need, it's a want. It doesn't always mean every single one of those things which are wants you have to dismiss, but even that exercise is a good one. And we'll start to get closer to the quality of prishut and the righteous path. Have a great day.